Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm Skylar James, and today we're going to be taking a look at SquareSpace. It's another darling software company preparing to go public. This all-in-one website builder and host makes it easy for anyone to create visually stunning websites with ease, and they have rave reviews from their customers. Are we nearing another .com bubble where any software company can direct list, SPAC, or IPO and receive a round of applause from investors? Or is this company a sound investment with strong fundamentals? Let's find out. You guys all know SquareSpace, right? That point of sale credit card reader at the coffee shops. I'm joking. I throw this out because when I asked around about what others thought of SquareSpace, everyone seemed to think I was referencing Square, Jack Dorsey's company. What SquareSpace actually is an easy, intuitive way to make beautiful websites. It has templates and e-commerce functions geared toward small and medium-sized businesses and individuals. The company was founded in 2003 by current CEO Anthony Casalena. It began as a simple blog hosting service for average people to design websites. The company continued to grow well for 10 years, and then it began accommodating e-commerce through a partnership with Stripe. Nowadays, that feels like a rarity, a software company taking 18 years to mature into listing on an exchange. While Squarespace is forced to share the website building and hosting market with a slew of strong competitors, namely Shopify, Wix, GoDaddy, and WordPress, the pandemic has grown the entire ecosystem. Pre-COVID, these companies were, say, sharing a 12-inch pie. After COVID, the share of that pie grew larger still. So how do they stack up against their competition? Polling and asking around, it seems Squarespace is excellent in some areas while they still struggle in others. A consistent theme from users is that Squarespace enables beautiful websites, makes them easy for anyone to create, and provides ample templates. All levels of web designers seem drawn to their platform, and their e-commerce tools seem adequate to meet the needs of most SMBs. And while there's no free version of Squarespace, their pricing is comparable to Shopify, their main competitor. Where does Squarespace fall short and play second fiddle to their competitors? Those visually stunning templates that we discussed earlier aren't well suited for blogs or text-centric websites. And here's an odd one, but there's talk about the SEO being suboptimal. How could this be? Well, it appears that Squarespace's templates might interfere with SEO, in effect limiting search engine character returns from Squarespace hosted sites. Now that's kind of scary because the plumbing of the internet flows through SEO. And there's no free version of Squarespace. And while $12 a month isn't a lot, it is a financial commitment, even if it's just for a hobby website. That might turn some folks off. Looking at their e-commerce, business owners I spoke with say that Shopify is hands down the winner in this space for e-commerce. If you want a blog feature to your shop, then maybe Squarespace is in the running for you, but for most businesses, Shopify offers the easiest path to sales, and that's coming from people who sell through these sites for a living. And web designers complain that Squarespace makes it difficult to move your content and domains should you ever decide to leave for another service. From an investor perspective, maybe that's a good thing. It increases the stickiness of the platform, right? But if it comes at the expense of customer satisfaction, in the long term, it doesn't sound like it's a good move. So let's recap what they're doing well. Beautiful templates, easy for beginners and experienced alike, offer e-commerce, plans are reasonably priced, and good for hobby websites. Not so well, they don't excel as a text-based site or blog. There's complaints about the SEO, no free version, can't compete with Shopify and true e-commerce, and porting the website to a new host can be difficult. So on the investment front, what can we expect when they direct list on the New York Stock Exchange? Well, Squarespace's publicly traded competitors rocketed higher in the last year. So where does that leave this private company? I think they're entering a frothy market with strong demand for high multiple companies. On the fundamentals, they've had good revenue growth, which should continue. In 2020, the company pulled in $621 million, and that is a 28% jump over the prior year. They also netted $31 million as profit. They have 3.7 million active subscriptions at the close of the year as well. These figures show that SquareSpace is the most used website builder in North America. And while Wix is the largest globally, they offer a free model that targets different customers. Browsing the web, you can usually tell which websites are made with Wix versus SquareSpace. Wix sites tend to look low budget, and SquareSpace sites are more sleek and visually stunning. The most recent private valuation of SquareSpace from March of 2021 pegged the company at $10 billion, or about 16 times last year's sales. The company has made aggressive acquisitions to stay competitive, and they brought on the former CFO of Booking.com to get their ducks in a row before going public. I like that the company is founder-led. Castellana, now 38 years old, has been nurturing this baby, this company, for almost 2 decades. He stands to make a pretty penny in this, and I like betting on strong leaders. Also, bringing on an external CFO was a smart move. Should be well received by the street, as well as a direct listing. As a reminder, a direct listing doesn't actually raise new funds for the company. They're already profitable and they don't need extra cash right now. The direct listing allows early investors and employees to liquidate their stock options. So don't expect to see a flood of SquareSpace shares to hit the market all at once. These are positives on my checklist, but how is this company going to grow with such stiff competition in this space? And what will the share price be in relation to sales once they start trading? It's too early to tell if this company is a buy or not until we get those numbers. What do you think of SquareSpace? Is it a good service? Would you invest in it? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for joining, and I will see you on the next one.